What it do, Sky Squad? Welcome back, beautiful people. And in this video, we're going to talk about my diet because a lot of you guys said you would be interested in hearing more. And we're just going to start this off by what made me start this change, what motivated me, all of that. I'm answering some of your guys' questions as well, so stay tuned. And you lovely ladies always like to ask me. And on my lips today is actually Ziggy. It is a matte lippy stick by ColourPop. And I just have one eyeshadow color all over, and then I have Trophy Wife in the inner eye. So I feel like I should have got a water. Let's hope I make it through this video, okay? Because I just feel like, you know what I mean? Okay, so basically what got me started in this vegan game. First off, I'm going to say I'm vegan. I'm just going to be honest and real with you guys. So don't crucify me. If you leave a comment or an opinion, you have a right to that, but just make sure you talk to me how you would want someone to talk to you or your loved ones. I haven't gotten hate on my channel yet, but I know not eating meat and the whole vegan lifestyle is very controversial, so just keep that in mind. You're right to have an opinion, but talk to me as you want someone to talk to you or your loved one, someone you have high respect for, because I'm just sharing my experience. I'm not trying to attack you. So I say I didn't want to consider myself vegan, but just to simply put it, and just when people ask me, I just say I am, or I just say I eat what I want and I don't what I don't. So I just don't feel like eating meat, I just don't feel like eating dairy, and that's just my personal decision. The end, you know. I'm not gonna say I've never had meat since my decision. I probably had small amounts of meat a couple of times, and instead of feeling bad about it, I just know I am human and I continue to learn and grow, and especially being the only vegan really in my group of friends and in my family, it can be a little difficult, a little hard, to be honest, but it's not impossible. So 99.45% of the time I do have a vegan diet. It's just those rare times, like if a family member randomly cooks Sunday brunch or something, there's not really a lot of vegan things there. But like for major holidays and stuff, my family really tries to make sure they have a lot of options for me to choose from. But those random times, I'm not gonna get my panties in a bunch because they cooked my greens with chicken. I'm very, I guess, a relaxed vegan. You know, things happen. I've been in neighborhoods that literally, like, I didn't believe this, but I've been in neighborhoods that literally besides like a random grocery store, they don't have any kind of healthy food options at all. Everything has like fried food and everything. I'm like, they are setting this neighborhood up. Like, this is not a coincidence. This is a setup. Like, you know, so those of you guys who want to make a diet change or lifestyle change, don't beat yourself up if you can't stick to it. Just like those on normal diets who like, oh, I'm not gonna have any sweets or this and that. Don't think of what you can't have, think of what you can have, and think about all the different ways you can have what you can. But if you have a cookie, for crying out loud, don't jump off a bridge. And 99% of my life, I live a truly vegan diet. But for those rare occasions where it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna have a fit. I think this year so far, I probably only had one meal that wasn't 100% vegan. And I'm not gonna, jump off a cliff about it. I'm just gonna continue to do better. Because then one day I can say I've been a vegan for sure, nonstop, 100% for the whole entire year, and it can be done. So don't beat yourself up if you're going to try to do this lifestyle, because I feel like when a lot of people do that, they discourage themselves, and then they feel like they just can't do it. And I feel like when other people, oh, well, you're not really vegan, or you did it, I feel like you're knocking people down. They feel discouraged. They feel like they're not good enough. They feel like they're not worthy enough, and they just don't want to do it, period. And so you actually do the opposite of what you were trying to do. So if you're like me and you have things, you let some things slide here and there, I think the fact that you're aware and that you're trying is more than enough. So don't beat yourself up about any of that. But yeah, I decided to start this, I want to say around last summer. I watched What the Health documentary, which I feel like food choices documentary is very good for those of you that have questions like, isn't veganism expensive? What about other people who do have meat in their diet? Why is their diet superior than ours? It answers a lot, almost every single one of your questions you could ever think of, and it's called Food Choices. It may or may not still be on Netflix, but I feel like that was very insightful. And to simply put, I kind of just tell people I eat what I want and I don't what I don't, you know? So, yeah, I don't want to be a hypocritical vegan or anything like that, but just being honest, I'm not going to say I've never had meat since making this decision. I will say I don't enjoy eating it, though. So yeah, you know, if someone cooks it, yeah, I eat it, but I'm not really enjoying it. I know what I'm eating, and I'm like, you know. So, yeah. Did I notice any changes since changing my diet? And honestly, I'm not as sick as often as I used to be. I used to get sick very easily, especially working with a sick population. I was sick like every single month. And then it kind of improved the longer I worked there a little bit, but since becoming vegan, I feel like my immunity boosted up because I'm getting a lot more vitamins. I'm relying more on my vegetables more so than ever than on just like meat or anything. So I'm having a lot more vitamins, a lot more vitamins, minerals. I still get protein. I still get my amino acids. Like, there are complete proteins out there that are plant-based. Let's see. So overall I feel better, but I also sleep more. I love sleeping now. I sleep more when I can. I get rest, so my body rejuvenate. I do take CBD oil recently with ashwagandha, the adaptogens, which if you want to know more about that, I can do a video on that, just let me know. Again, a lot more vegetables, a lot more fiber. So yeah, so I know everyone's diet and health doesn't allow them to do certain things, but as long as you can incorporate more of the good stuff, that's always a plus. So I will say I don't get sick as often. Energy level, well, I work nights, so I kind of feel like that depletes my energy level. I feel like I'll have more energy if I wasn't going against my circadian rhythm, but I don't get sick as much as I used to, so that is a definite positive change. Also, I notice like whenever I do go back to eat meat again, I'm not happy when I do, and it could give me really bad headaches if I have too much. Like in the beginning, one time I would have a meal and it would have a lot of meat on it, and I low-key missed it because that's what I was used to, that's what I was raised on for 26 years, and the minute I had it, I had a crazy migraine out of this world. And it's funny because I could go months without eating a carrot, but that never happens to me. But let me go months without eating milk or dairy and meat, I'm ready to go to the ER. Like, isn't that weird how that affects you? But yeah. Does anyone bother you about your lifestyle change? Yeah. Really at work, because I'll have me a good looking meal. People are like, oh, it's really good. And they'll be like, where's the meat? And I just don't understand. Like, you can have a steak and eat it in front of me. I'm not gonna have a fit about it. I'm not gonna say, where's your vegetables, okay? And not counting the mashed potatoes. I'm not gonna say that to you. But a lot of people want to point out, well, where's the meat? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's just a fade. You're not gonna stick to it. A lot of people that are not vegans try to discourage you as well. And I just don't know why people are so emotionally invested to food. And I've had people say they just don't want to know where the food comes from. I mean, you know where food comes from because you know, like, you should. Like, meat is packaged pretty, but you know where it comes from. And there's a lot of, you know, just like fruits and vegetables, you know, I really like to grow my own, really, because I honestly can't trust the government for everything. But I think as long as you know where your food comes from, you can make that educated decision and still eat it, and that's fine. Like, you know what's up with it, okay? Rather than be ignorant and not know, I'd rather you know and still decide to eat that. I mean, I think that's fine, but it's so weird how non-vegans bother me more than vegans do. Like, non-vegans want to bother me about where's my meat at, but they could just eat nothing but a steak, and they don't have any of their vegetables, they don't have any fruits. Like, crazy. What do you do when you can't stick to your diet, and how does it make you feel? Well, I already told you guys, when I can't stick to my diet, I don't really feel great about it, and sometimes I have physical repercussions afterwards, but I don't beat myself up about it, and you shouldn't either. So some of these questions came from one of my favorite Instagrammers and subscribers here on YouTube. Were you raised a vegan? Are your parents vegan? And how you get your motivation? My parents are not vegan. I am the only vegan in my family, so I was not raised vegan. Motivation, it really just came from watching YouTube too, like seeing how there's many different options of how to prepare your food and how good the food looks. And I've tried the recipes and it tastes so bomb. Even some vegan recipes I sneak and let other people try. They really, really like it. So it is difficult in the beginning, but it's not impossible. Anything shock you becoming a vegan? No, because I've already seen the videos of how animals are treated, all that jazz. So I really wasn't shocked about it because I was exposed to some of that before. I'm just surprised that people attack you so much for what you decide not to eat. The fact that you don't want to support certain things, I'm just surprised that people are shocked by that. Like, again, I don't stick to it 100% of the time. But one day I will get there. And I'm going to talk to you guys now while I'm not at the perfect stage of my life. Because even though I'm not there, I'm not giving up. So I think that's an important message to spread. But yeah, so either you're not vegan enough for the vegans or the meat eaters, or like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, so I think I want to encourage everyone to do this. The next time you go grocery shopping, even if you're vegan or not, you should still, everything you pick up, just notice, like, read the nutrition label. Really figure out how much sodium you should have in a day, how much sugar you should have in a day. There's more than just calories. It's where those calories come from, you know. Learn about your macronutrients, your carbs, fats, your protein. Learn about how much you need of that a day. And then just calculate how much are you actually getting on the diet that you're naturally on. How many carbs do you go over? How many proteins you go over? Just know what you need and just buy your stuff like normal, and just really look at the nutrition label and see, like, how is your diet really affecting you. And then just take notice on how many things have milk in it, and how many things, there's so many things that have milk in it, for sure. Look about how many things have dairy products in it that you didn't know about. I think dairy is probably harder to give up than meat, to be honest, because dairy is in freaking everything, and I don't understand why. So I challenge all of you guys to do that. Just be more aware of what you're buying. Not saying you have to change what you're buying, but everything that you normally would pick up or purchase, just kind of take a look at the nutritional facts and see how many of that actually has milk in it, and just see what you're supposed to have. There's a lot of calculators out there, but I just think just being aware of what you're actually putting into your body normally and already, I think that will open up everyone's eyes to how they can change a little bit. What was the hardest part about your transition? Finding new favorites. It's not like you can't have things that other people can have, like Oreos is notoriously known to be vegan, but that doesn't mean you can't have anything. Like, people forget, I think when people hear vegan, I think they think of some weird things, weird concoctions made up in a laboratory, but they're forgetting the carrots and almost every side item they have is vegan if it's vegetable or the fruits. That's kind of how I curbed my artificial sugar cravings, is by having more natural fruits. I really crave sugar less then. But yeah, that was the hardest part. It was just finding new favorites. Because there was things I would want, and I would look at the nutritional facts. I'm like, man, it has milk in it. Man, it has milk in it. Man, it has milk in it. And that kind of becomes discouraging. It makes you feel like it's impossible, because I really feel like if you took out all the meat and dairy out of a grocery store, there would be nothing but the produce and some pasta, some tomato sauce. But there are some secret gems in there. But man, like, grocery stores may not be as full as they are now. So that was probably the hardest part, but I became more aware, and I went to more shops like Sprouts or Natural Grocers. Even places like Walmart is catering more to the more vegan-friendly lifestyle, so you don't always have to go somewhere specialty and pay a lot of money. Any place that sells produce, and get you some grains in there, get you some basics in there, I really feel like you'll see that it's really not that expensive, which is another question. Isn't it expensive? And it's really not. Not for me. I think when you go in and try to buy all the meat alternatives, it can be expensive. I think And in the beginning of my journey, I did not want to do that. I did not want to do meat alternatives because I know what ribs taste like. I still remember what ribs taste like. And I feel like meat alternatives might turn me off. But Guardian and Beyond the Meat have really good meat alternatives that I like to use sometimes. Again, I still like to use a minute amount, and I still don't want my diet to be meat alternative like as the largest portion. I still want my diet to be mostly vegetables and fruits and legumes and beans and things like that. I don't want to just swap out meat for meat alternatives. I want to add more nutrient dense based food. So yeah. How do you feel about soy? I'm actually going to do more research, and if you guys want to see like a comparison between soy milk and regular milk and how I feel about soy, because there's controversy and I think we're learning more, let me know in the comment section below. But I really just want to finish with this by saying I'm not perfect, but I'm not giving up. And if you're out there struggling and don't know if you can, I mean, just try. It doesn't hurt to try, even if it's just one meal a day, one day a week. It doesn't matter. I feel like whether you're just adding more vegetables to your diet, I think that's an awesome place to start. I think everyone is not getting enough vegetables, not getting enough fiber that they need, and so as long as you incorporate that into your diet, I think you'll see a difference too. And if you slip up like I have or you haven't stuck to it perfectly, don't let that get you down. Don't let other people bring you down, because I'm just being honest. I'm a human, and I'm gonna be that unapologetically. I mean, if you do have helpful tips for other people who have watched this video, please leave that down below. But we're not gonna do condescending comments. That's what we're not about to do. Not with the Skyy Squad. That's what we're not about to do. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I just started out watching a documentary, decided to change. I still had eggs in the beginning because I still had them around. I'm not gonna throw out food that I've already bought. Like, you can always give food away, but I'm not gonna waste food. I think that's way worse. Like, it's like you bought it and now you're wasting it. I don't know. If you're buying it, at least use it. So yeah, so if you want to change your diet, don't give up, even if you slip up. And yeah, so I'm still learning and growing every day. And I do have some vegan favorites that I love. And yeah, so I'm really happy about my diet change. I'm really happy by making the decision to strive every day to stick with that change. And I'm also proud of myself for not beating myself up if I don't. I don't regret changing my diet, and every day I'm striving to do better. But yeah, I also am, this is like a little random section, so for future videos, I am a plant mom. Like, I am a mom, I'm a plant mom. And I do have some plants, and I just repotted them. And if you're interested in that, let me know, because I can do a whole little video, get to know my plants. And I just recently got some more crystals, so hopefully I can do a crystal video for you guys. But yeah, ask me questions in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, so until next time, guys.